Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. I'm not ready to get on camera right now, so I'm going to just be using these visuals to go along with this video. So if you are new to my channel, make sure to like and subscribe for me, please. It's the simplest thing you could do for me. So use your little finger to subscribe. On my channel, it's a manifestation channel, but I also talk about other things too as I bring you guys into my world and my view. So let's jump into this video. So this video is going to be on, it has a lot of different points, but specifically dreaming about your childhood home. Now, I grew up in apartments. So when I say my childhood home, I'm actually talking about a layout of apartments, like almost like a gated community of apartments, right? And so my childhood home dream is actually a recurring dream. As soon as the dream started and I stepped into it, I knew exactly where I was, right? A few family members popped in my mind, right? So I knew where I was and I knew what feelings were being invoked, which were feelings of me being safe because it was a childhood home. It's something I'd already been through and it made me feel safe, right? So, and this also, I mean, it can depend on your upbringing. I had a safe childhood, so this is what this dream interpretation is going to be. If you had a negative upbringing, I would advise you to search out videos on revision of your childhood. So nevertheless, let's continue. And so I instantly knew where I was, right? However, everything was remodeled. And the only reason that I knew it was still my childhood apartments, right, was because of the way they were built. They were built on a slope, if that helps you understand. And so the way as children we would run from the bottom of the apartment community to the top of the apartment community. And then at the top, of course, is how you get to the outside world. It's how you get to your car. It's where the corner store was and all those things. And so I knew where I was because of the layout of the land of my childhood apartment, right? And so I remember being in my old home and there was some sort of meeting going on. Okay, so I kind of just hung around till the meeting dispersed. And then when the meeting inside my childhood home dispersed, right? As soon as I went outside my childhood door, I could see the new layout of the apartments. I mean, the landscape, the new flowers, the new trimmings, the new paintings of everyone else's buildings. And then me and my childhood friends, I can't really say their names because it wasn't specific, but I had the feeling of I'm surrounded by the kids I used to run around and play with when I was younger, right? We started running to the top of the apartments. And I got the feeling of in the past, I used to be chased. Like, sometimes you can play hide and seek or da 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 da. So it wasn't being chased in a malicious way. I did not feel threatened. I just felt the innocent and young need to run through the apartments. And so as me and a group of friends are running, I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing now in the apartments, there's a big open wide window with a entrance desk at it and a security guard. And I'm just saying, okay. And I think that symbolizes my childhood home being leveled up, right? And so when you dream about a childhood home being remodeled, it means that you're changing your past. It means that you're changing your past and that you are revising, things in your life. It means that you're going back and changing things in your past that are telltale signs of how you're going to be from here on out now in the future, right? And so I'm running through the apartments. I'm running with the innocent, childlike nostalgia of, oh my goodness, I'm back in my childhood home. I'm running around and everything's new and everything's fresh and I like it. And it's like new. I have I've been given a new childhood, and I've in my mind, right? And I've experienced this childhood, and it's awesome, and it's great, and it's everything, and it's what I want to remember, and it changes and shifts who you are today as an adult. So as my friends are running, I see an apartment door, and it's a dark gray, almost black. And apartment door colors mean something. I'll have to come back later and let you guys know. I want to edit this video to add it in, right? So, but it's not my apartment, because remember, the meeting was being held in my apartment, and when that dispersed is when I ran outside with the other children. So I approach the door and I open it. It's someone else's home. And when I open it, everything inside is remodeled for them. And so I go inside the store, right? And it shuts on its own. Its wings close, but I'm not afraid. And I have the feeling that no one is home. No one is home, because the time of that I'm actually running around, I get the feeling of it's a work hours. So maybe this family, in fact, this family did not have children because of the things that were in the home that were laid out. I'm assuming that this was like just an adult home where they were out at work or whatever maybe. So no one was home. So as I walk through this apartment that does not belong to me or my family, I see baby birds scattered about the living room floor. Dreams about baby birds indicate giving birth to new ideas, new foundations, just changing your mindset, right? Changing who you are mentally, right? Giving birth to new ideas. So maybe seeing one baby bird would classify, okay, a specific idea that I'm changing. But the fact that I saw maybe 25 baby birds, no nest, all on the floor, a little dirt, a little mound, of dirt was their nest. It symbolizes me giving birth to all of those new ideas. It symbolizes my new mindset, right? It's like a rebirthing dream to let me know that, yes, all of my ideals that I have been implementing have implanted. Yes, all of my new ideas are changing my life. Yes, I am changing the path and trajectory of my life based on revising my childhood, revising old past situations, right? I'm giving birth to new ideas that are good for me, seeing as how everything is remodeled and made new in my dream. So I see the baby birds. I feel no need to go any further in anyone else's home. In fact, I don't even touch anything but the door in their home. On my way out, right, hanging on the back of their door is a pound of Mary Jane, right? And I'm looking at it because it's in a see-through bag, and I'm saying, ooh, this looks like some good Mary Jane, right? But I don't touch it or take it. Why? Because this isn't my house. It's not for me. I was not invited into the house. I walked into the house off of a knowing, off of an assumption that no one would be in there, that I would be safe, and that nothing would happen to me inside of that house. And so I look at it knowing that there is no one here, right? I could take it if I wanted to. No, I left it there. I left it hanging on the door. I left everything intact because I got the message that I needed to get. And I open the door again and I walk through it and I go back outside, and the children are there. They're just there. They're still there. So we start running again. And so I noticed off in the distance that there was someone who did see me leave out of this apartment that was not mine, right? So I noticed this person, and so I say, I'm glad that I did not take anything from the house, because there was an adult that saw me. So a natural assumption, they would either tell or not tell. But it does not matter to me because I did not touch anything in the home that was not mine. So if they did go and tell the person who the apartment lived to, there would be nothing missing from my end, So I was absolved of any guilt, and I was able to go back by with those children, and we kept running up through the apartments, and we're climbing stairs, and some of us are running up little hills, and as an adult now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this would be a hard feat for, excuse me, I'm sorry, it would not be a hard feat for me because I can train my body to any type of resistance. However, just knowing that I was running and doing these things with the energy of a child, it made me feel free. It made me feel relaxed. It made me want to go faster to get to the top, to get to the landing where the shops were and the stores were and the cars are and where you get out into the world outside of my apartment gated community. Now, here's something that I want to tell you. I'm in the midst of all these things that were going on. Actually, now I just remembered as I was sitting here going back into the dream in my mind, when the meeting dispersed, a person from the meeting, maybe my mom, maybe my grandmother, something like that, because that original meeting was in my family home. They asked me where was I going, and I said I was going to visit my friend, right? So that's ultimately where I was running to. And my friend works in like a car wash / corner store to our house. And so this friend is actually a friend I have now today in real life, and she's battling a disease. And I haven't been, well, I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking, when I talk to her, I give her hope for the future and everything. And this is outside of the dream. And I'm just hoping that she'll beat this. And I have the feeling that she does. Will beat this because she's strong. But it gave me a need to. So when I woke up, I did call my friend. And I went to check on her. But she didn't answer. I didn't leave a message. Well, I had the intent to leave a message. I pressed the wrong button and went to her in her password. So I didn't do it. But nevertheless, I reached out to that friend because in real life, she is battling something. And I just want to reach out. Even if she sees my missed call on her call log, to know that someone cares and I was concerned. So back to the dream. So I remember telling the people, my mom, my grandma, whoever it was in that dream, that I was going to see this friend, right? But they didn't know what friend I meant because they couldn't have known about this friend because we're talking about a time when I was a child. And so so on the way we're running to the top to get to see my friend at the store, right? I look back, me and a friend, a faceless friend, but a friend that symbolized security. We see a pool table on like a landing in the apartments. And I say, I don't remember that when I was young, right? And then the friend says, no, that's new. And they put that there for us to play with. And I'm like, cool, that's awesome. We'll have to play later. Because remind you, I'm still running to the top of this dream to see my friend. And so, and also, what's funny story, I have recently been learning to shoot pool. So if that means anything to you guys. So me and the children were back. So we finally get to the landing, to the top. I kind of look back on the new apartments and I say, wow, it's so wonderful to be here in my newly renovated old childhood apartments, right? Because it symbolizes how I've changed things in my childhood, past memories, my core memories, and how I feel good about who I am today. And so I get into the store and my friend is not there. So I just take it as, okay, I'll call, I'll reach out to my friend, So when I get there, I'm back at a old job I used to work, but the layout of the store is different. And have you ever like think about an old job you've been to, right? And you used to be so good at it. Maybe you worked it for years and you knew every crick and crevice. But now you've coming back to this job with now I'm older now. I'm older now in the dream. My childhood has finished. I'm older. It's been revised. I know nothing about the register, so I have to be retrained, right? And everyone knows me and they love me and they accept me, but I'm being retrained on everything, which is fine for me. And I think that also symbolizes rebirth, newness, taking what was old to me with my new mindset and learning my new mindset and learning to operate in my old reality with my new mindset. I think that's what going to the old job and everyone knowing me, but learning the new technique means in the 3D. So I hope that this video was helpful to all, right? Now on the waking side of my life, I have been making a lot of subliminal meditation videos, and I've been uploading them for you. But I also make personalized subliminal videos for myself, right? And if someone wants a personalized subliminal video, feel free to reach out to me, right, in the comment section, and I will give you the information to reach me. And the personalized videos are, there's a price for those, but nevertheless. So I recently had made a video about me and my SP, right? And I had written down all the affirmations, and they were some good bomb affirmations, right? But there's a difference between writing affirmations and making a subliminal video. And so I wrote the affirmations down and I made them into a video and I played it for a few days, right? And I didn't feel any shift or any change, right? Actually, I felt this longing for my SP. And I had to say to myself, no, this isn't how I should feel after listening to a subliminal for a few days. I know I should feel the shift and the change, right? Because there will come a time in a subliminal video that you will feel a shift and you will feel a change. And so I said, okay, let me evaluate the things that I said in this video, because remember, I had written them down. And as I was sitting there reading them, I said to myself, oh, these are bomb affirmations and I love them and I'm going to read them as a part of my scripting journal. But these do not belong in a subliminal video. You know why? Because they were just manifestations of what I wanted my SP to do. And if you are here now, you realize that with manifestation, there is no need to change anyone outside of you. You are the change that you wish to see in your specific person. So I said, oh, I have to change these affirmations into I am affirmations. Because there's no need for me to mess with my SP in the 3D. It's me and the way I see myself that has to change. And so I took those affirmations and I put I am in front of all of them. And I tweaked a few words in them. I tweaked them to say, I am the person that my SP is in love with, instead of saying my SP is in love with me, because I am is very powerful to your subconscious. I made the video, I revised the video. Mind you, this is my personal video for myself with I am statements, and I woke up in a different reality. I instantly shifted to a reality where I felt like everything was okay. And this was the same night that I had this dream about my childhood home. So I am, in fact, going to take my personalized video and make it into a video for you guys. And I'm going to upload it within the next few days, because the shift that I felt with this video, I want you guys to get that shift too. I intend for this video to make sense to whom it is to make sense to. I love you all so much, YouTube. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.